Welcome back to another edition of Cover 1 The Film Room. I wanted to break down the 47-yard pass to Jordan Matthews from Tyrod Taylor. It was a play that I thought had really good design, and it was executed quite well from the offense. So we'll start with the receivers to the top of the screen. We have Zay Jones running a short hitch route right here. And then Charles Clay is going to just run a shallow out route, okay? And the defense, it appears like they're playing man. They're pretty tight here. He's not really in an outside shade. He's showing the quarterback that it's man, but his eyes are on the quarterback, so it does throw Tyrod Taylor off a little bit. Same thing with Jamal Adams, strong safety. He was matched up with Clay for most of the game. He appears to be looking right at Clay in man coverage. To the bottom of the screen, you're going to have Jordan Matthews as the #1 wide receiver, and he's going to come across the middle and sit right there in that window. And Nick O'Leary is just going to run a short hitch as well. Now, to the bottom of the screen, you'll see the alignment's a little different. You're going to have your corner off, and who's guarding the #2 receiver, Nick O'Leary, is unknown. But typically, this alignment by the corner is really quite common when you have two receivers that are so tightly stacked like this, or flexed, just because if the offense tries to run any type of rub routes, they want their corner up over the top so that he can defend that and not be picked off. So now I want you to take a look at the linebackers here, because they're completely confused. You see them right there. They're shifting. They're trying to get into the proper alignment to the passing formation or to the field, depending on what the type of play call is. And when the ball snapped, both of them, for some reason, both of them are reacting to Shady McCoy leaking out of the backfield. For some reason, they both go towards him, and they leave Nick O'Leary wide open. But even more importantly, the middle of this field's wide open for Jordan Matthews. Now, it's man coverage, and more than likely, one of these guys had LaShawn McCoy. One of them had Nick O'Leary. Which one? I can't tell you that. But it opens up the middle of that field for Jordan Matthews. Tyrod Taylor hits him, and Matthews does a really good job of getting yards after the catch with Nick O'Leary out front. Now on to the play from the tight camera angle. As you see, the linebackers are confused. They don't know what they're doing. We have a lot of movement with Jamal Adams to the right-hand side here, trying to disguise what coverage he is in. But really, post-snap, and you see Tyrod Taylor looking at Jamal Adams because that's his read. Tyrod Taylor wants to get it to Clay here. So he's reading. As soon as he takes a snap, boom, he's finding that defender. Why? Because if it's zone, this defender is going to buzz to the flats. You have Zay Jones. You see his defender is really tight on him. You see Adams work over the top, which does a good job of doing that, and he picks up Clay. Tyrod Taylor goes through his progressions. He sees that it's man on this front side. It's too tight. He can't throw it into the boundary. So he's eliminated primary receiver. He's eliminated his second receiver. And now he's got to find the #3. So he worked really well right to left. So his #3 comes into his vision, and he throws a really nice ball out in front of him. Now I want you to focus on Buster Skrine, who's covering Jordan Matthews. I said earlier he was in off coverage, and that is quite important on this play because he takes a bad angle on this pass. Angles are important, and either Jordan Matthews is going to continue across the screen here, or he's going to sit, which he eventually sits, but Skrine doesn't know that, and I want you to watch the angle he takes. Initially, he's taking that upfield approach, thinking that Matthews is going to continue across. Well, Matthews hooks it up, so then now you see Skrine adjusting, and now he wants to attack this shoulder as opposed to this shoulder if Matthews is going to go across. And that is actually what cost Skrine the tackle on this, because when you see Matthews sit, Skrine is attacking this shoulder, and he thinks that the ball is going to be coming right into Matthews' chest. Well, Tyrod instead throws it to the middle of the field, right? What does that do to Screen's angle? Throws him right off, right? Watch. Throws him off. You see Screen attack the back shoulder, and it takes him completely out of position, and Matthews gains yards after the catch. So really good play design from beginning to end, and Tyrod Taylor gets all the credit here for working through his progressions, getting it to Jordan Matthews, and continuing this drive.